to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Target Center in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight, it'll be the Minnesota Timberwolves getting set to match up with the New York Knicks. The opening tip won by the Timberwolves as we get rolling from Target Center. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Short jumper off the mark.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. We have a guy back there who can block shots and he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. To Wiggins. To Towns, down low. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Karl-Anthony Towns trying to cash in on a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Oh, he can't connect. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere.
Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract. Because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Minnesota at the controls. Rubio sets him up and finishes strong.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Knocked loose. Payton. Rocking the rim.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Here's Rubio into the front court. He'll run the offense. On a pass stolen by the Knicks.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Rubio into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Kevin Huerter. Yes, Andrew Wiggins. 3 for 3. That's a perfect start.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone.
Flushes down the slam.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout for the Knicks as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Richardson, they go down low to Randall. Slams it down. And boy, that was a lot to navigate.
If you know a guy is a driver, there's no need to apply that much pressure on him if his main objective is to get to the rim. Play off of him, make him think about the jump shot, and also, guys from the weak side on the help side, make sure you play in those gaps and you try to close out as quick as possible when he puts his head down.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here from long range. Great defense, forcing the miss. Surveys the floor to Rubio. Baseline drive. Josh Richardson sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Lets it fly from long range. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Here's Rubio up top, trailing by 4. Curling inside. Steps through and scores.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
He throws it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
The Timberwolves have the basketball to Wiggins. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
The free throw, perfect. And the lead is up to 7.
I got ball. This is all me. Let's go. Pick him up.
To Towns. Rejected.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Knicks with the basketball. Nice finish at the rim.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Teague with the basketball. His team down 9. Can't connect.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. Teague to Wiggins. Great pass to set it up. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Got it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Minnesota with the basketball. Teague to Covington. Passed it off. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, they've had no answer for this guy.
He's been on fire this first quarter. That's the way you take it right to your opponent. You attack right out of the gate.
Teague with it up top. His guys trail by 13. Wiggins to Towns. The pass set it all up.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? You weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt.
One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Timberwolves have the basketball.
Here we go.
Teague to Towns. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Come on, show me something better than that, baby. It's game time. Double.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Teague to Covington. Great dish to set it up. And the basket good at the rim.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the and that's the game.
Free throw's good as they add on to this big early lead. T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Probing the defense. Covington to Clarkson. Weighs his options. Draymond Green swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Has a chance. Shot by Teague. Won't go down. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throws up and good. Three-point play. They continue to pour it on early. He'll let one fly from half court. That'll do it for the first quarter, with the Knicks enjoying a sizable lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started. Teague to Kevin Herter. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Teague with the basketball. His guys down big. Covington to Towns. Not that time.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Now a whistle as Minnesota's going to take the... Teague, tough matchup with Draymond Green. To Kevin Herter. And scores. Karl Anthony Towns with the finish.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Throws it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Teague to Kevin Herter.
Screw right, screw right, screw right.
The screen sets him up for two.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And it's Minnesota's rebound. It's Minnesota basketball.
I got him.
To Towns. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Offensive board. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Slams it down. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Teague. To Towns. Oh, he's denied.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Teague with it up top. Down a bundle. Oh, nice find for the basket. Flushes it home.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Teague with the basketball. Looking to make something happen to Kevin Herter. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Teague with it up top. Under a minute to go before halftime. Towns to Kevin Huerter. My goodness, did you see that, Jay?
That's nasty. Just disrespectful.
And the nice finish at the rim.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
T-Wolves with the basketball. Teague. Green always looking for the steal. To Towns. Short jumper misses.
I got this. My ball. Don't let him split. Got him.
Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody would be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy 2 on the other end after the turnover. Whoa, he got up there.
Just showing you that 40-inch vertical.
Has a look. No good. Deep 3 at the buzzer. Good. A 3 at the buzzer. Everything going right so far as they've extended the lead. A very one-sided first half of basketball. To Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. Lead. To have.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Karl Anthony Towns. Tips it. That's out. Last touch by Karl Anthony Towns. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Rubio to Wiggins.
Shooter.
Wide open look, won't go. Stuffs it down with authority.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Driving's Rubio, but he can't get it to fall. To Payton.
My ball, my ball. Pick up, pick up.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Elfrid Payton at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Numbers not in his favor, 61% for his career. Missed the foul shot. Wiggins. Tough make through traffic.
Defenders had no chance on that one. That's why we call it the elite tier.
Minnesota at the controls. Rubio to Wiggins. That's no good. Oh, emphatic slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
8-second violation. It's going the other way. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw good to cap off the three-point play as they continue to open things up here in the third quarter. Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves. Guys, here in this third quarter. Rubio to Wiggins. And finishes strong.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Here's Rubio into the front court. He'll run the offense. And one. Towns got his protein in today. He's going to the line for a chance at a three-point play.
Ed, you ever bail out of something at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender. We call that no man. The way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Anthony Towns Trying to cash in on the three-point play. He struggled so far. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
To Wiggins. Driving right to the basket. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. New York Knicks basketball.
Hey, lock up.
The crossover gets inside and the slam dunk.
Just a ball-handling wizard, still putting people under his spell.
Rubio to Wiggins. Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Rubio to Wiggins. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It's almost like he had the defender on a string, and he's the puppet master.
Rubio to Wiggins. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
We're watching the clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Slams it down.
Here's lesson number one. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Rubio to Towns. The drive, right to the basket. Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
As a defender with inferior athletic ability, there's really not a lot you can do when you're outside the restricted area and you're caught lost in space.
Now whistle, as Minnesota's going to take the time. Wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Clarkson to Wiggins. It was right there. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. The Timberwolves have the basketball. Clarkson to Wiggins. Down low, Towns. Probing the defense. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket. Rises for the slam.
Man, he's just out here swerving and serving.
Clarkson with the basketball. His guys down big. To Towns. Wiggins. Deep right corner. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Clarkson with the basketball. Down a bundle. Wiggins. Count the basket at the rim.
When things click, they click. That's good offense right there.
And look out.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Minnesota with the basketball.
Hey, watch this screen left.
No good. Defense catching a break there.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Clarkson with the basketball. They can get a 2 for 1 if they hurry. Now, big finish. Full head of steam that time. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play, and I can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Brunson. It goes down.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
To Covington. Oh, he blocked it. For 3. Now that's a contest. That misses with 2 seconds to go. 3 quarters down, the Knicks are way out in front. The Wolves with the basketballs. We start the 4th quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor. Brunson. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says 1 man can't beat 5, but we're watching 1 man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Clarkson to Rubio. Here comes the screen. Rubio to Clarkson. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Towns with the look. Karl Anthony Towns. Couple of free throws on the way. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Misses the first.
Nice and butter, soft and buttery, soft and buttery.
Knocks down the second after missing the first.
Oh, you been in the gym, huh? Hey, check up, let's go.
Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on a defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Offensive rebound. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
If you know a guy's a driver, there's no need to apply that much pressure on him if his main objective is to get to the rim. Play off of him, make him think about the jump shot, and also, guys from the weak side on the help side, make sure you play in those gaps and you try to close out as quick as possible when he puts his head down.
Got a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Timberwolves have the basketball. Rubio. He's denied.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Shot from the lane won't go. To Green. Draymond Green. Very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To Green. Off the assist.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Draymond Green pins it. That's out. Last touch by Draymond Green. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Count the basket inside.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Clarkson with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. Driving right to the basket. And the denial.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Clarkson. To Towns. Oh, emphatic slam. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Turns and slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs a guard on the next play down the court. Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. And stuffs it home. It's a victory for the Knicks as they win this one in very convincing fashion. That'll wrap things up for Jay Williams and our
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Knicks won this matchup with a significant margin. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group, and that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the New York Knicks.
Game stats. Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone. Here are the top players.
Number 1.
And that does